Hello guys, welcome to the first installment of Commentary Genocide. You guys might know me as Toastek, but I no longer use that name anymore. It's hard to lose a name that you were associated with for over a year, but later in the commentary I will explain my new name. But anyways, I'll be doing a commentary on a user named Halofan. He is what I like to call a painfully mediocre commentator. But anyways, he did a commentary on my commentary on Slumber's commentary on me, on my commentary on Pepper, on his commentary on Slumber. And this chain goes on, but this is all you will need to know for this video. So anyways, let's get right into the video.
Toasty! My dude! What gives? Why are you continuing this chain?
Bro, can you do me a favor and turn down the intro music? Are you actually trying to make my ears bleed? Bro, it's a super easy fix. It only takes about 5 seconds max. Before someone tells me to turn it down in the editor, no, it's not the job of the viewer to edit the video for you. By the way, I will be turning down the volume for my video because I don't want one of my viewers going deaf. And I know a lot of people will call this a nitpick, but guess what? You kinda right. Okay, so let me get some things out of the way before we start this video. I thought the video that they made was overall pretty good, but I had some problems with it. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Burn. Look at Randy Orton slithering. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Excuse me, Slumber, but I have a serious question right here. Why would you leave this in the video if you weren't going to interject? You literally just played my entire beginning of the video, which didn't even matter, but you decided to keep it in.
Maybe she had nothing to say at that point. Maybe she had nothing to say at that point.
If she had nothing to say at that time, then she should have just edited it out of the video. It's all just one big waste of time and should have just been cut out.
What this information is that, Spyro doesn't want me to bring any friends to his next stream.
That wasn't the reason to say it's debate between you and him. It's going to be not just a debate between you and your friends.
I agree with that.
Okay, so I'm not sure who's making the video go faster, but whoever is, a message, you need to chill the fuck out. It's not a race. Who knows, maybe I'm just retarded, but it's going way too fast for me to understand it.
Couldn't you have just slowed it down in editing and watched it while you were editing the video? That would have been really easy to do, you know?
So my point here is, it's not the job of the viewer to edit your video for you. I have no idea why literally nobody understood this point. I thought I worded it correctly, but I guess not.
Maybe you could have just slowed down the video, or else, I don't know, play the original video as a whole.
I don't know why you decided to just repeat what Slumber said after I already debunked it. You also didn't actually respond to my point, you just pulled a random point out of your ass. I should be able to understand what somebody is saying without going through the work of going to the original video to find out.
Or the more likely option being that they're basically trying to publicly humiliate me on their stream.
No, that's wrong. If anybody was being publicly humiliated, sure, it would be you, but that would be your own doing. So actually, please, shut up. Nobody friggin' asked.
Slumber, just because Dan did some horrible things doesn't excuse how they're publicly humiliating him.
Well, no, he'd be humiliating himself if he went on there. He could just act like a normal person, but nah, he decides not to, and that's how he gets humiliated. When he goes over to the streams and just screams and makes a fool out of himself, it's not Spyro's fault.
Yeah, that's not his fault, but the point Pepper was making was that if other people are publicly humiliating, there's no real excuse for that. Even if he has done horrible things, which he has, and we all know that.
Please don't get that close to the mic ever again. So let's get on to another point that for some reason nobody understood. Okay, so let's break this down, shall we? So, Dan Stein said that the whole point on going to that stream is for people to publicly humiliate him. And then you said, and by you I mean Slumber, said that would be his own doing. And then Pepper said that it doesn't excuse getting publicly humiliated even though he did bad stuff. And then I said it wasn't them who was humiliating Dan Stein, it would be himself. And then you repeated exactly what Pepper said. So
She did not repeat the same point that Pepper actually made.
yes, she did. In Pepper's video he states, and I quote, "Just because Dan did some horrible things doesn't excuse how they are publicly humiliating him." In Slumber's video she states, and I quote, "If other people are publicly humiliating, there is no real excuse for that, even if he has done some horrible things." Now I know that they didn't say exactly word for word the same thing, but it's close enough.
And all this is just deflection.
Which
What? Okay, so you compare somebody getting humiliated on a stream that somebody will forget about in like 2 days to killing somebody. Okay. Big brain strat. Slumber, excuse me, but I have a question. Why did you leave this in if you weren't going to interject? I mean, I'm questioning if you even know how to edit videos at this point.
Yeah, and I got a question as to, like, why are you gonna point this part out? You couldn't just, I don't know, skip this part entirely. Do you know how to edit?
Point 2 already explained why this was wrong. But also, you didn't have to act like such an asshole about it. Now that you're wrong, it just makes you look stupid.
Shut up, you stupid liberal. Liberals are
Alright, so I'm gonna end this video off right here, because, you know, this nigga gets his final thoughts, and I'll get my final thoughts overall. Well, honestly, this video wasn't really that good, Toastek. It could have been a lot better if you didn't Starman the God's Point. You put Pepper's point. And you would have done, so this content would have been a lot better if you actually skipped some parts of the video and actually make good points in the video entirely.
Oh, that's absolutely rich coming from you.
So anyway, guys, that's all I'm gonna have to say for this video. Also one thing, Toastek. Who cares if the one person calls you Toasty? Who cares?
Remember when I said later I would explain why I changed my name? Well, this is it. Thanks for the new name, Halofan. Final thoughts. This video was really bad and you should really look into writing a script. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this is my first ever scripted commentary ever. But until next time, see you guys in the next one.